Hey everyone, I'm Aalaizah. I'm going to be playing Fear the Spotlight, and I've got Z and Vale with me.
Hello.
Vale, ValeriaAsteria.
Hello, I'm enbyzee, or Z.
Alright, I'm just going to jump into the game, and we can talk about the game once I'm started. The timer doesn't start until I actually take control of the character, though, so it'll be another couple of seconds. I will give us a countdown.
Do you see anyone? Nah, it's totally empty.
Right,
Let's go.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Library is this way, right?
Let's go, lesbians.
Yeah, it's just around the corner.
Let's go, lesbians!
Let's go, lesbians, let's go! This is Fear the Spotlight. Starring 2 lesbians. So, we play as Vivian, who is a goody two-shoes
I
lesbian.
got this.
We missed the line, but
So,
at some point she says that her professor told her she needs more experience for her college resume thing. So she's like, yeah, clearly this is the right way to do it.
Oh yeah?
We're breaking into the school to get a Ouija board.
How to forge my parents' signature. Not
And
to talk
the
to
one
cops.
talking down there that's picking the lock, that's Amy.
Important stuff.
I like to call her hot goth
Here
lesbian.
we go.
So we're gonna run down this hallway, and we're gonna see the first instance of a spotlight, although it's actually just a security camera.
They'd kill you if they knew where we were right now. That's true.
Ideally,
classic love story, really.
Get down.
Yeah. So ideally, you're avoiding spotlights,
It's just the security
but
camera.
we did not get damage to this, so we are going to be running into the spotlight a few times because it's faster.
Did we get caught? Are we in trouble?
That adds like a minute and a half if you wait for the security
I think we're
camera,
safe.
because it just goes forever.
Whoa.
And Amy is very
This
careful.
must be it.
So here we have the first of my texture mods that I did. We've got Faith and we've got Puff here. hanging out.
Oh, it's so cute!
I love it.
Oh,
We got some
gosh.
Puff time going on too. Hey Domino, what are you doing, bud? So basically, we are breaking into the library to get this Ouija board that we have access to because we're a volunteer at the library, so we have access to all the key cards and stuff. So
I also want to say shout out to Juho in chat, the world record holder for this game.
yes, for sure.
Do we have time
Although
for a quick donation?
Aalaizah is very close behind.
We do.
Okay, I have $50 from Paticus Muck that says, I never expected to see you run a horror game, but super excited to finally see it. It has been great to see all the games you've decided to pick up over the years, and I'm excited to see what else you'll run in the future.
Now, where did Amy
Thanks,
go?
Paticus.
I'm sorry, did you just pick up a Waluigi board?
Yes. So that's the next of the texture changes I did.
We've been blessed!
Yeah.
Got the
So I've always been a big fan of Waluigi. And at Frost, Waluigi was a big theme, so I decided I would just bring that theme into
And we
this game. So we have the Waluigi board.
Tonight, I will be your guide into the world of the supernatural.
So here we are just, we're going to use the Ouija board.
Just
We're
nothing
going
too
to do
creepy,
seance things,
worry.
and
I've got everything
supposedly
under control.
nothing bad's going to
Just
happen
do whatever
ever.
I say.
Nothing bad ever happens with
Okay.
seances.
Good.
Exactly.
I'm not-
And especially when you're using a Waluigi board. Like,
Yeah, I'm not worried at all.
Wow.
so this is kind of a long cutscene, like 2 or 3 minutes, so definitely a good time for some donations if you have any.
Next, we have to set
Oh,
the right
absolutely. I have $100 from Yoo-Hoo saying, good luck, have fun. Thank you so much for that. And I have $25 from Yay saying, Yay! So, Yay!
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 That one's
actually
killing
done
me.
This before? Well,
Wow.
not exactly, but I've read a lot about it.
Everybody cheated.
But look, No books.
By the way, we are
Just
less than
trust the old
200 away
forums.
from that 10K for Malala Fund, y'all. So we'd
Okay.
love to see that happen. I
There's
know you can do it.
one
Let's keep up with that 10 for 10K train. We're so close. I believe in you.
What is
Let's
that?
make the magic happen
It's a
during
rose
Fear
I
the
found in my
Spotlight. We've got
locker last
Spotlight
week.
on it.
I don't know how it got in there, but it's all burnt and old.
Our first
Oh.
The
rose.
feeling has something to do with the school fire.
So we have this rose that
is
randomly
that true?
appeared in Amy's locker.
I know it sounds
Um,
crazy, but just play along.
And Amy's been being
It's not
followed
bad.
around by
I believe
noises
you.
or something.
But do you think this is safe?
Because this school was burnt down, I
Don't
think,
worry,
12 years
Viv.
before the game starts.
If any
and
ghosts
rebuilt.
actually show up, I'll protect you.
So this is about
Okay.
that.
Let's do this thing.
It's like 22 at this
Let's
point,
both
isn't
put
it?
our fingers lightly on the planchette.
Well, I don't remember actually dates. I meant between the school
No,
burning
repeat
and the start of the
after me.
game itself, not today, but
With hands entwined.
No,
and hearts
I mean,
aligned.
isn't
Oh,
it
is
the
it
beginning of the
20s?
90s?
Oh, I don't know.
And
Undefined.
With hands entwined and hearts
I'm
aligned,
bad at dates.
we seek the realm of the undefined.
You know, we should also point out that this game is not
Spirits
actually
unknown.
out yet.
Let your presence be shown.
Oh.
Spirits unknown.
This game
let your
was
presence be
originally
shown.
released and then is receiving a
should be it.
re-release. So it is not available on Steam yet, but it will be
there are
available
any
hopefully
spirits
later
here
this
tonight,
year
We invite you
with
to
even
join
more
us.
content than what you're seeing now.
Spirit,
sadly probably less
Are you here with us?
Waluigi. But so in this part, I just have to hold the
are there
planchette until
any
the
spirits here
like
who wish to communicate?
next bit of the cutscene starts, and then I can let go, which is good because holding down a button is just kind of meh.
Please, show us a sign if you're here.
I don't think this is working.
Hey, you know what is working?
What was that?
You know what is working?
Spirit,
What's working?
I have really scary news. We have hit $10,000 raised for Malala Fund, y'all. Thank you so
Heck yeah.
much.
Woo!
Let's go
First
chat.
10K, baby.
Twitch
Thank you
chat's
so much,
working.
everybody.
Is that you?
Thanks, Twitch chat. So right here, I'm just gonna prep for the next bit. All of the candles go out, and I have to relight them.
Holy
So I'm just gonna move my cursor so
can't
that it's
believe it's
on the
working.
first candle I'm gonna light.
Spirit, who are you? Are you the one I hear following me in the halls?
Wait, what? Amy, has something been following you around? Spirit, are you dangerous?
I'm surprised the spirit answers that. Like, if I were a dangerous spirit, I would just ignore that
It's going
question.
to be okay, Vivian. Take deep breaths.
Amy, I want to stop! Amy,
So like all seances, this seance has gone wrong.
are you okay?
Amy has been kidnapped by the ghost of, I think technically the theater teacher.
Overlight the candles.
That's the conclusion I came to as well.
Yeah, that's... So we're gonna relight the candles, we're gonna find out that Amy is no longer there,
Amy?
and then we're gonna go try and find her.
Where are you?
And you're supposed to pick up a candle, but if you just run away from the table, you get the candle anyways.
Where did you go?
And you skip text box. And we like to skip text box. So we're just gonna wind our way back through the library, and then we're gonna do not really a cutscene. We're gonna skip into a cutscene. There's a little bit of a maze that you're supposed to run through, but you can trigger the cutscene from just outside of the maze. So we're gonna do that, and then the cutscene's just a bunch of black for the most part. You're supposed to be seeing Amy right here in front of a pair of doors out of the library, but the game gets a little wonky because cutscene skip. So instead, we just get black screen.
Amy?
And standing ominously in the dark.
Are you
Yeah.
okay?
And then Amy gets sucked into the doors.
So like the lighting animation is still there, but the rest of the assets aren't.
Yep.
Oh, this is amazing. Y'all, are you having a good time? I'm having a good time.
Heck yeah. The fire?
Now the library's on fire.
Yeah. So now the library's on fire. We gotta run out. There's a picture that we didn't see the original version of because slow. But there's a picture of all of the students who died in the original fire back here at the back of the library. Well, when the library catches on fire, they go like zombie death. And
Ooh.
kind of creepy, but I love it. It's one of my favorite little details. Like, there's so many just like small things like that throughout the game.
This is what happens when you use a Waluigi board instead of a Luigi board, I think.
Yeah, I think you're
Probably,
right.
yeah, that makes sense. So now we are trying to figure out what's going on. We've escaped the library and we're just in a hallway. This is the time traveling hallway is the best way I can put it because we run through it twice, once at the beginning of the game and once at the end of the game. And it's just, you know, it's a hallway. So you got any donations? We got time for a couple more?
Absolutely. I have $25 from Waluigi board that says, Wah! And it's like a lot of A's. It's a lot of A's. There are a lot of A's on that one. And I also do want to shout out some of our wonderful anonymous donators who have been making the magic happen and helping us get to that 10K. We have $10 from Anonymous No Comment, $25 from Anonymous No Comment, and another $25 from Anonymous No Comment. Thank you so much. Just remember, you do not have to leave your name or a comment to share the love with us. We are so grateful for everything that you do. Thank you so much for that. And again, yeah, let's celebrate that 10K. Woo!
Okay, well, I tried to unzip this duffel bag and instead I inspected it, so. This is the girls' locker room, which, for whatever reason, a teacher in the past left their duffel bag in so that we could get into the teacher's office here, which is great, because that's how we're gonna get to the boys' locker room so that we can steal some money. First, we're gonna come over to this toolbox. We're gonna come to the backside. If you hit that from the wrong spot, it'll just be like, yo, and walk you all the way around, which is not fun. And then we're going to, so I hit escape instead of using the button on my controller, because that would have just zoomed me out to just outside of the toolbox, and then I'd have to hit it a second time. But escape does do zoom outs for whatever reason. So there's a lot of back and forth between controller and mouse and keyboard. This is the boys' locker room.
I love the art
somebody
style of this game so much.
Yeah. So
You can
somebody
actually
hit some
adjust
change
the
in
wobble.
range. Yeah, you can adjust the amount that the TV like wobble happens and stuff like that. Like, hey, that drain has been being mean to me lately. So here's the spot. So this is our first interaction with the actual spotlight head.
It's here.
It's here.
It's here, ready to be feared.
Much like the security camera, we're just gonna get caught by it because it's faster. He just kind of hugs us to the other side of the room, so like... And then he's got a couple frames of headache where he can't do anything. So...
I feel like the Spotlight Man is really just what my cat sees when I get up to go to the bathroom at night. I'm using my phone to guide myself to the bathroom.
Probably. So now, for whatever reason, there's some welding glue in the vending machine, and we need some welding glue for the other tool that was in the toolbox. So now we have that because we found money.
Anybody catch that friend we saw behind the
Definitely
vending machine?
definitely not a creepy friend poking their head out from behind that vending machine.
Well, definitely a friend, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% a friend. So now we've fixed the pliers, and now we can go do what we're actually supposed to be doing, which is digging a flower out of the hole.
We have our two tools that will be used constantly throughout this run.
Yeah.
Time to break some fingers.
Oh! Oh no!
It's okay, they're metal. They don't feel it. So, something else that we haven't really talked about is health. You technically have, like, 3 health before you die or get knocked out, or I don't know. They don't actually, there's not a lore thing that happens, but so in a little bit, we're gonna have to find an inhaler so that we can be back to full health for a couple more skips. Also, there's lots of places that you can just skip animations, like that one. This is one of my favorite spots. You're supposed to run in like a big circle around the whole courtyard, but you can just get on that bench and walk over the wall.
I love it so much.
I think that was one of the first like big skips that were found.
Yeah. All right, and so now, oh, that's after the, okay. I was gonna show y'all another texture, but I think that's after the whole gym, so. So now we are in the gym. Basically, if we tried to go into the theater room where we're supposed to be going, things are on fire, so there's too much smoke. And because bad electricity, they can only power either the gym or the AC unit for the rest of the school. So we have to come in here and do a bunch of puzzles so that we can flip the switch for the AC unit.
You can sort of split this game into 3 segments. You have that opening segment we just did, and then you have the segment that's managing this breaker, just all around this area, and then you have the final, like, theater area.
That's a spot where if you watched, I hit circle instead of escape, so I got the 2 parts of the zoom out instead of the 1. So we have to come over here. There's a big loud door that is where you think you're supposed to go, because it is where you're supposed to go, but you can't get through the door from that side. So we gotta come over here and come look at another creepy friend. And
Hi.
friend.
We could get a flashlight, but Aalaizah's not nice enough to give us a flashlight, so.
Yeah.
The effect is supposed to be that you pick up the flashlight, it disappears, and then you turn the light on to see it's gone, but...
It's okay, because it's not actually gone. We get to see it again here in a minute. So there's a couple of different ways to do the gym. We haven't really timed out which one is faster. This is the way I like to do it. Come in here and get this fuse, and then go back to get the other one.
Nothing like a toilet fuse.
Yeah. So yeah, if you go back and get the other fuse, then you could just open this door and go run away from the spotlight again. But since I didn't, I have to come back in here. There was a cutscene that I skipped by running past this, where the door is just like trying to open but not opening. Hi, creepy friend, for a second.
This way makes sense to me. I'm not sure if it's just because it's the way I did it last time, but...
I don't know if it's just because that's the way I do it or not.
Yeah.
This is another, like, all of the key locks like that are spots where you can easily skip the animations. Okay, good. Every once in a while, I don't know what movement I do, but every once in a while, the spotlight head just like sees me in the gym for no reason. So I'm always worried at that point.
We don't exactly have the health for that right now.
Yeah, we don't have the health for that. Thankfully, it just takes you back to your last save point, which isn't too far back, but...
Normally how you want to do this puzzle is after you open up the second slot, you want to adjust the dial on the left that you plugged in to get over here to figure out what you put in the center breaker. It's actually a really neat puzzle, if you ask me.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
very
it was a
cool.
really
I love
cool
that
puzzle. Honestly, a lot of the puzzles in this game were just like wonderful to work out. But we're speedrunners, so we're gonna skip a bunch of them. So spotlight head's still in here, being a little creepy. Now we're coming into the pool, and you're supposed to go. I missed it. There it is. Okay. You're supposed to go all the way around to the other side of the pool to come in here, but we need that gate open for when we leave the pool, and it's faster to just come over here, and the game lets us. So we're gonna come in here. We're gonna ignore this phone. It's just somebody being creepy trying to say hi to us. And
It says the numbers from spam likely.
I think they just want to tell you about your car's extended warranty.
Probably.
Can I tell you about something else really quick?
Heck yeah, you can.
We have a new incentive open. It is for Super Mario 64 DS to save Wario and Luigi. So not Waluigi, but the combo. The tie-in to me is still there into the Waluigi board of this game. And if we meet that, Emily the Koopa will play the DS exclusive content, which unlocks Wario and Luigi as playable characters. We need 3,500 to make that happen. We are already at 225. So thank y'all so much.
Nice. Let's get that. Let's save characters. Saving people is fun. So now we've just drained the pool, which also had the same black goo that was in the bathroom for whatever reason. And there's like a whole desk and stuff down here, which just high school pool things, I guess.
And there's a message on the desk.
There's lore on the desk.
So much lore scattered around this.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite things playing through this. Is like, there's so many like little lore tidbits for you to put together, and now we get to run away from the spotlight. We're gonna take a second to look at our frame fatales here.
Yes.
I hope I didn't get caught because of that, but okay, good.
I want to go to this
No,
school.
we'll get caught. Okay, we're gonna get this fuse. This is the fuse that I almost always miss for whatever reason. Like, I go through all of the cool stuff and then I'm just like, yep, time to go back to the fuse box. But it's not. I have to get this fuse first out of the bingo raffle thingy.
The bingo roller's so fun, though. How can you forget?
It really is. It's got a really satisfying clicky noise.
Yeah.
And this is the last time that we will be coming to the fuse box, thankfully.
Nice looking fuse there.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all.
Completely the wrong way.
Surprised it still conducts. Well, blood has iron, so.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. And if it's dried, it's probably fine. So now all of the power is diverted so we can actually power the HVAC. And I don't think I got that fast enough, but oh, I did. Nice. Okay. There's a couple of text boxes that can happen right there, unless you leave the room fast enough. So
hello,
we got
friends.
some more creepy friends. And we got some creepy rats.
If you have the
We'll be able to
flashlight, you can really see how they just like skate backwards. It's almost cute, actually.
It really is. I love it.
And yet I still get freaked out when I see this.
Yeah. We don't go in my favorite room in the speed run, which is a bummer, but there's one room where like they lock you in and they're just like all over the shelves and creepy. So yeah, so now we have turned the AC on and ventilated the main portion of the school so we can go in. Except there's a fire and there's a thing in the way, so we get to go through another vent.
Handy dandy screwdriver.
Right? Get so much use out of this screwdriver.
Doctor Who would be proud.
Yup. Alright, so our first stop is going to be a cutscene of the theater real quick. Hey, if we can turn on the fire sprinklers, we're good. But first we're going to go in the sewer.
There's a sewer in this game?
There's a sewer in this game. There's lore bits about the sewer too, because the sewer is where the creepy guy has been traveling around, and also kids play in the sewers or something. So like the professor, the head of the school, like, closes off the sewers. So we're gonna grab some keys so that we can get into some other parts of the school building. This part is supposed to be a lot longer than it is. This is where we cut the most out just by knowing the game, basically. There's like 5 or 6 different classrooms, each with different puzzles that you're supposed to weave through to get to all of the pieces we need. But because we know the puzzles, we can just not do that. So like in this room, this is the music room. We're supposed to find a VHS tape and the cables to hook the VHS tape up to the TV to see what keys to press, but it's just dead. And that opens it up for us. So
Like, you have to go through this part of the area to the other side and back again just to do that one puzzle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lots of traveling.
So now we're going to come into my least favorite room, which is the art room. And this room, so you're not supposed to take damage in it normally with the speed run, but you're extra not supposed to take damage in it in the damageless version. And this room always gets me. So we'll see if I can hide from the spotlight long enough. Just gonna walk in, just gonna walk around this desk, run. Oh, he got me. Okay.
Oh, so close.
Aww.
Yeah, I had that interact. I was almost out. That's okay. So we'll be a little bit more careful coming down this hallway here in a minute. So now we have Jack, which means we can get rid of heavy things, like right here. Where good luck going to the bathroom if you don't have a Jack, because there's debris in the way.
This is a good time for a couple donations.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Chief Beef 100 sends in $25 and says, "What's up, Fatals? Very excited to have the stream on all week long. Donation goes to naming Ness's PK ability, Wah, so Waluigi will never be far from our minds." And as a reference, that is to one of our bid wars for Earthbound PK Scramble, of which we have 3 running right now. You could name Ness, you could name Ness's PK ability, or you could name Paula for the PK Scramble run. So absolutely keep that in mind. And by the way, we do have that Save Wario and Luigi incentive open for Super Mario 64 DS. We are 225 out of 3,500 needed to make that happen. We want to save them. And on that note, somebody who definitely really wants to save Luigi is $25 from Anonymous saying, Wario, and Luigi too, I guess. So, I don't know. I think they actually really like Luigi, Anonymous. Thank you. I think they do.
I think they do.
Yeah, definitely.
So that hallway is a spot that we normally would just kind of damage boost through. But since I took the art room damage, I decided to wait it out. And so now we're going to go into the other half of the school. And we've got 2 of the 3 pieces of the face that we need.
We need one
We're
more.
just gonna. Yep, we need one more. So for this one, we're supposed to like find a USB stick somewhere and then go into the printer room and then
Floppy
print
disk.
out a transparency and then use the transparency to figure out the puzzle.
I think this was the hardest puzzle in the game for me.
Right?
Yeah, like printing out that paper is probably like the most risky puzzle too. Just you're constantly in danger.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you just skip it. Remember, this
actually-
is the early 90s, so it's a floppy disk.
Yeah. You're right, it's a floppy, not a USB. So now we have all of our base pieces. So we're gonna come back down to the sewers and unlock the rest of the sewers. You probably have time for another donation or 2 if you want.
Sure thing. I do want to point out, actually, that Save Wario and Luigi incentive for Super Mario 64 DS, I know a lot of save things may happen, during the run or like towards the end of it and stuff like that. This is not an end of the run situation, y'all, which means that you've got Fear the Spotlight and Blood Rain to make this one happen. So just, sliding that in there with some importance. And absolutely, we do have some love to share with $25 from I Am Gibbon, no comment, and $25 from CC with no comment. So thank you both so much. We super duper appreciate everything that you were sending in to us. Thank you so much for sharing the love.
Thank you all.
Yes, thanks so much, y'all. So this is more creepy sewers and how the creepy guy was getting around in the 90s or whenever the game takes place. So the school was putting on a production of Phantom of the Opera, and the theater teacher is a creep and really likes the person who was the understudy. So, like, does stuff to try and, like, get the main actress out of the way. And then the fire actually starts because of a big candelabra thing that the people installing were like, yo, this is not safe. And they were like, yep, do it anyways. So...
When you first find those lore bits, it's like, it just seems like school drama, and it just kind of escalates after a while when you realize what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I actually thought at one point that the girl Chrissy was getting admiration from the girl Heather. And I was just like, oh, were there lesbians in the past too? That was unfortunately not
right?
the case.
So we had to go do all that so we could get this pipe so that we can actually put out the fire. And now we're just going to direct the sprinkler pumps to the correct zone, because that's how you want your fire sprinklers to work. And so now the theater is no longer on fire, so we can get in there.
Oh, some nice music.
Yeah.
Which very much scared me last time I played.
It's such a nice touch. So we're gonna run back out of the sewers so that we can get back to the theater, and we'll get a better look at those rats that we saw kind of in the darkness of the gym. Because I've heard that Fatals really like rats, so we've got some rats. Our play is
There we go, Ratals.
actually starring the
Ratals.
Ratals.
A play we can all aspire to be in.
So you're supposed to turn off some power generators to not get hit by that, but that's slow, so we just run through it, and we have an inhaler specifically for that moment. And because we're going to get hit 2 more times on the way to the final boss, so we want to be at full health right here. So I'm just going to run in here and have a fun little cutscene. Probably time for another donation if you'd like.
Absolutely. And just a reminder for health and safety that you cannot get electrified and then take your inhaler. That doesn't work in real life. However, we do have some love coming in. $10 from Sailor Jade, no comment. Thank you so much. $25 from Bit, no comment. Thank you so much. And, related to Earthbound coming up later with that PK Scramble, and I'm so sorry, I'm going to mispronounce this. $15 from Gygas? Is that how we actually pronounce it? You cannot grasp the true form of Gygas' donation. So remember that we do have that Earthbound PK Scramble run coming up later. And we are at 225 out of 3,500 needed for that Save Wario and Luigi incentive, y'all. So keep it coming. We want to see the love. We want to save Wario and Luigi.
So this is a mechanic that's taught in one of the
I'll
classrooms
get you out of there.
that we skipped, where there's just like a cage and you have to knock it down by pulling some strings. I'm actually also going to take this inhaler just for final boss safety, don't want to watch cutscenes too many times. So we're
To be
gonna...
fair, this is a pretty intuitive puzzle, pulling rope.
It really is, but it is also introduced earlier if you...
Yeah. This game's super good about like introducing mechanics to you before. We did just run through the electricity to get here, but you do turn off generators to safely get in. And it teaches you that.
My head.
Where
are we?
We found Amy. We've located Amy.
You don't remember what happened?
Kinda.
This is probably another good time for any donations or updates if you have them.
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to remind everybody what we are here for. We are raising money for Malala Fund, and Malala Fund is working for a world where every girl can learn and lead. With more than 130 million girls out of school today, Malala Fund partners with education advocates and activists who are breaking down barriers that hold girls back. So all of our donations that you're sending in are going towards that absolutely incredible cause. And we absolutely love to see it. So thank you so much. We have already raised over 10K. This amazing charity. Thank you so, so much. And remember, when you are sending in those donations, to select the Save Wario and Luigi incentive for Super Mario 64 DS. So make sure that is one that you'll have to select. So make sure you are doing that.
It's that thing. The one
Final boss time.
here.
Yeah, final boss time.
What are we gonna do?
That eyeball
I have to edit
is the final and honestly my favorite of all the texture mods I did.
Be careful.
You can kind of see it throughout the run anytime we see the spotlight head, but it's real clear right here. It's the eyeball from Frost. So.
Oh my gosh, incredible.
So now we're just gonna use these generators. Oh, he's gonna be rude again. Okay. We're gonna turn on the generators to electrify the water so that he jumps in it and gets electrified and stunned. He jumped past it on me. That's okay. All right, so now we've got this barbed wire we gotta get out of the way, but that's okay because we have pliers.
The boss itself is sort of like a puzzle. It's really neat.
Yeah, that's a chair. Come get another. And basically, the boss has like 3 health-ish. 3 health plus 3 puzzles.
I like that you go and you use all the tools that you've collected throughout the run to beat the final boss.
Yeah. And something that we didn't talk about, but that first item is actually a love letter from Vivian to Amy that we were planning on giving her after the seance. But we just haven't had a chance to, so now we've been carrying it the whole game. And now we're gonna stab the eye so that we can actually save Amy proper. And then we're gonna run out of the school and we're gonna get back to the safety and lesbian love.
Find you a girl that'll shove a screwdriver into the eye of a very creepy spotlight monster. Save you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would definitely win me over.
Vivian!
So everything
literally,
starts
like, thinking
disappearing
that.
because, you know, we beat the boss. We did the thing. We
You did it. You killed
destroyed the
that
time
thing.
warp. I don't actually know.
Did I really beat him? Is he gone?
For now.
For now. Until we get the re-release soon.
Yes.
Let's not stay around.
All right, so now we have to run out of here while everything catches fire. It's less important because I did take the safety inhaler, but you can actually take damage from the fire. And normally when we do the speed run, we don't take the inhaler right before the boss, so we just have no health. We will die if we get hit by the fire. But we just kind of run back out through the school. We see our little bronze statue thing again, and then we go back to the time warp hallway.
It went in a big circle.
Yeah. And time's going to be coming up at the end of this hallway when the screen fades to black, so...
Time hallway's a lot twistier than it used to be.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's got a twist so it can get us back, right?
That makes sense. Time dilation and everything.
Yeah, exactly. And time.
GG, great run.
GG.
Thanks. So this has been Fear the Spotlight. There's a wonderful cutscene where Amy and Vivian talk about their feelings, but I'm going to talk over it. Want to give big shout outs to Krista and Brian, the devs for this game.
Are we?
It's an amazing experience, and I really cannot wait for the re-release that's coming.
Believe it.
I've been sitting
Really
like
back in the library.
pestering them, being like, "Can we have it yet? Can we have it yet?"
Are you okay? Do you remember anything that happened?
Shout outs to Lycanthropy and G-Horse, the other runners of this game.
There was that
They've been great helping
it all
whenever
became
like we
hazy.
find weird stuff, and just being supportive.
What that thing
Shout outs
wanted,
to
but
Lady Arcaders and Z and Vale specifically
I was
for
so
helping me
scared.
find this game. We found this through a first playthrough race
For coming
series that we were doing, and
don't
it's
think I
been
would
one of my
be
favorite
okay.
games ever since. And then shout outs to my
was
sister
so
Paticus
scared, too.
and my wife Volrathis
Scared I'd
and my
never
two
see you
stuffies.
again.
This is Pringle and
Scared I wouldn't be
Shelly.
able
They're
to
my
tell
horror
you.
game friends. So thank you guys.
All night? I've been wanting to share something with you. I even wrote it all
Z,
down
Vale,
because
do
I
y'all
was
have
afraid to
anyone?
say it, but
Any shout outs?
Yeah, I'll go first. I want
done
to
being
just
afraid.
thank you for having me on. Thank Vale for finding this wonderful, wonderful game for the first playthrough race.
I like you.
Thank Fatals for having us on,
that
and
way.
Lady Arcaders for helping us discover this game. And that's it from me.
I wanted to say the same thing that C just said. Thank you for having us here, Aalaizah.
tonight, I was just trying hard to impress you. I wanted you to like me so badly.
Yep. Thanks again, everybody. This has been Fear the Spotlight,
I feel the same way.
and we will see y'all later. Good luck to
But
the rest of
you're
the
one
runners.
who's